Yo, 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 welcome back to another episode of Flip Your 20 Friday, car edition. So, I am hands-free, hands on the wheel. I'm in a major slowdown here, so I thought I would save some time. So, as per usual, YouTube, like, share, subscribe if these are helping you. That's the whole point of them in the first place, is to help each other out. So today's topic is lessons I learned from summiting Mount Marcy. Lessons learned from summiting Mount Marcy in the Adirondacks. So I'm actually on my way home. It's a 6-hour drive from the Adirondacks to home. I did Mount Marcy yesterday and I did a couple other ones today, and then 6-hour drive. So I'm going to be pretty tired when I get home, so I thought, why not do this now? So 3 lessons that came to me while I was hiking yesterday, and it took and Mount Marcy is the highest peak in New York State. And I saw a bunch of friends posting about it, and I was like, what's Mount Marcy? And I looked, I'm like, let's do that. Especially because this week is the first time since I've been 5 that I have not been attending school, teaching in school, working at a school, speaking in a school, or traveling to a school. So I'm like, well, I gotta go get my fill somehow, and since that fills my soul so much. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that getting lost does as well. So Mount Marcy, it took about 4-ish hours to get to the top, had some lunch, and then about 4 hours coming down. So the first lesson learned is freedom of choice. Freedom of choice. Now, I say that because I knew that going up the Adirondacks and doing this would be really hard. I mean, I'm outside a lot. I do my stairs, but this would be a tough, challenging summit. I'm doing it by myself, so it adds a whole other different level to it. And I chose it because it would be a challenge, because it would be a struggle, because I'd be proud of myself. I didn't do it because it was easy. If you see me when I'm doing those stairs, I'm with my weighted vest for hour of power. I'm not like, oh, this is easy. I do it because it's hard. And I was thinking, and I was making an intentional choice beforehand and during to not be miserable. Because there's always going to be times where you're like, oh my gosh, when is this over? So I chose to appreciate and be present in all of it, in the good parts of it, when I was going faster, and the slow parts, when I was going slower, because there were a lot of wet rocks, and I tore my car a few years back on similar terrain, so I was like real safety, like granny mode, because safety first. But there's a beauty and a freedom of choice, whether it's to go do something fun, if it's to choose to put yourself in a challenging situation, because you know you're going to grow from it. So even there was like a couple moments where I was like, oh my gosh, feels like it's taking forever. But I also said, yeah, but you chose to do this. You knew it would be hard. And then I just choose to appreciate it. And I think there's a freedom of choice, because there's been a lot of times I've been in situations that were challenging, but they weren't my decision. Or people put me in dangerous situations, or did terrible things to me, and there's no freedom in that, because it's not a choice. So freedom and choice, I think, is really powerful. That was one of the things that came to me. Second thing is adaptability. Oh my gosh, Mother Nature is amazing. Like, again, if you're following me on Instagram, you know I love roots, and it's just like I think of trees and how like nature shows you everything you need. Like, I think trees where, like, the tree maybe got, like, tipped to the side, and then it ends up, you've seen it, they grow out, like, perpendicular to the ground. What? Talk about being adaptable and resilient and resourceful. Or there was this one picture I posted yesterday on Instagram, or the other day, this huge boulder in the, we're literally at 0 right now, so that's why I'm hands-free. There's a big boulder in the trail, and this tree, I couldn't figure out, like, if it was growing out of it, if it, boulder got split and it was growing from it, but it just, like, it was like, this is the boulder, and it, like, massive boulder, like, taller than me because I'm so tall. And then the roots of the tree were like just around it like a claw and just growing. It was amazing. Like, and you're like, and we have one little thing thrown at us that throws us, I'm tired, throws us off our game, and we like give up, or we try something once or twice and we give up. Dude, this tree was like, oh, you put a boulder in my path. Watch me. Underestimate me. That'll be fun. Right, but you see it in nature all the time. But roots in particular, I think, especially like roots, in order to grow strong, they need an adverse like weather. Like they need all that wind to get them rooted, to be strong and to hold. They're not strong roots because like it was easy. Right? And same is true in life. And then the final thing, the third thing is, I'm trying to remember. Freedom of choice, adaptability. You know I don't edit, so this is all staying in. And freedom of choice, adaptability. Yo, this is a good one. And the only step you need to know next, the only action step you need to know next is literally just the next one. So and I think I worded that weird, but the point is, we think like, how do I start the business? How do I lose the weight? How do I get financially free? How do I conquer remote learning or hybrid learning? And what's June going to look like? Like, dude, it's September. So instead of thinking about all the steps, and you don't need to know all of them, the only step you really, really need to know to move forward, to take action, is the next step. Right? You've heard me say before, forward's a pace. And I say that because there were times yesterday where, I mean, there were so many rocks on the trail, all different sizes, and they were wet, and there were big slabs of wet rock. I could not think steps ahead. I was literally, the amount of mental energy was like draining of exactly where every footstep was going. If I looked up the hill and was like, oh my gosh, look at all those rocks, that would have been overwhelming. Okay, what's the next best step? This one. What step do I need to know? The next one. Same thing when I was summiting near the end. Like, it's just like this bare, huge, just, I don't even, like, they weren't really steps. Like, they were crevices. And when you just look at it, you're like, how do those people get to the top? But then once you're right in front of it, not from far away, not looking at the top, but what in front of you right here, what's this slab of rock telling me? Oh, I got to bear crawl up it. Or, oh, I see there's this little foothold. Oh, I got to go at this angle. And I think that's a great analogy for life. For any goal you're trying to achieve. Yeah, have a vision. Of course, have a vision. But what is the next step? And then once you take the next step, then the next part becomes clear. Okay, what's the next step? Because when I first saw that last part I had to summit, I was like, there's no way people are at the top of that. And there were. And then I was, because it was only the next step that was in front of you. And all of those are great lessons I learned from summiting Marcy. And it was great. It was beautiful. The weather was perfect. Met nice people on the trail. There was this one trail runner, went up and down, like he was running it. And I was like, it was amazing and beautiful to see him doing that. But that was his journey. I was on my own. And the same is true for you. So I hope you are able to have freedom of choice in whatever that looks like for you. Big and small decisions, no matter what stage of life you're at. Adaptability. Things are going to throw us off. How do you recover? And then the last thing, just know what the next step is. You're never going to know them all. It's never going to be perfect. All right. I hope that helps you. I hope to be home soon. Super close to the toll. If these help you, again, share, subscribe, like, and I will see you in a couple of days for the next Monday with Molly. Take care of yourself. I'm tired. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Peace.